They melt in my Milton, but not in my mouth.
Your mouth.
Hi! My, giant cock. Does anybody remember old Dane Cook?
Yeah.
And that he was actually funny once?
Well, yeah. I can't tell, though, if... Okay, and this is nothing against, Mr. Cook or anything. I can't remember if he was actually funny or if because I was in, like, middle school at the time that it was just funny to me as a child.
You know, that's kind of fun. That's because I have not seen his original Comedy Central Presents in a long time.
I have not seen it since I was a child.
I saw it in high school. I used to rewatch a lot of Dane Cook's comedy. But that's also because, back in the day, I used to be really into stand-up comedians. I'm still into stand-up comedians, but I'm kind of, like, set in my ways about which ones I like.
Yeah.
So I listen to the ones I like.
Yeah.
And I don't really branch out into many new comedians, which I should. But
if it's something that you really want to get back into, then yeah.
Yeah, but I just, for the most part, I stick with the ones that I love. Mitch Hedberg, George Carlin, Louis Black.
I love George Carlin, dude.
Richard Pryor. Eddie Murphy, too. Like, Eddie Murphy's stand-up in the 80s is fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah. I think I've seen a few of those.
And also Robin Williams. Yeah. Of course, Robin Williams.
I've got his,
Live on Broadway
DVD, yeah.
Yeah, same. He is hilarious. He's a hilarious stand-up comedian.
Oh, shit. That's right, we haven't gone to the courts yet. I thought we did, but I guess I was wrong.
Wasn't able to find any conclusive evidence yesterday. But if I can figure out Lady Kira's motive for threatening the High Priest, then maybe...
Nick, today I
might need to.
They're tiny cans.
I'm going to defend you with everything I got.
This is probably Sad Mahi. Oh, no, never mind. It's this chick.
Actually, I don't need another one. Shit. Alright.
I'll take your other ginger ale, Nick. Looks tasty.
Alright. As I said yesterday, I'm going to defend my client in court. Well, know this. You shall not witness a miracle of the sort that occurred last time.
Wasn't no damn miracle.
The moment she is found guilty, you too will be found guilty of abetting the accused. I never claimed to be a miracle maker, but I am good at discovering the truth.
Yeah, heard of it? The truth?
And unlike miracles, the truth is always waiting to be found. The truth, you say? Then it seems you have chosen your fate. This shall be your very last trial. Can somebody please punt this bitch across a, football field?
Oh, it's happening. So, hang on. It's been a minute since we've done this. I'm trying to remember what the audio settings were.
I legitimately hate her. So much. Her ass is so entitled. And I just can't stand it.
I can't either. Look at how sad Maya is. She can't stand it. She's like, Nick, she's so privileged. Thanks for the ginger ale.
I'm gonna prove you innocent, Maya. You'll see. After all, you have to introduce the plumbed Punisher, warrior of Neo-Twilight realm, to the folks back home, right?
Oh yeah, I do. Right! I may be a defendant this time. But what else is new? But I'll be by your side like always, Nick.
Thanks, Maya. This place is tough on lawyers. I'll need all the help I can get. Plus, it's always good to have you on the team. Well, it's time. Let's go.
I can't get over the guys holding the guns by the door.
Also, can I just say...
So fucked up.
Can I also just say that fucking, I love the fact that Maya's like, what? How old is she supposed to be now? Like, in her 20s?
Yeah, because she's 18 in Trials and Tribs, I believe. She's 18 in Trials and Tribs.
When you first meet her, she's like 17 or 16.
She's 17, and then over the course of the first 3 games, she has a birthday. She's 18 by the trials and tribs. And then Phoenix loses his badge, so that's 7 years?
Something like that.
add 7 years. And then...
The year after.
Yes?
Another
yeah,
year.
this has been another year. So it's been 8 years.
So she's 27? No. Sorry.
Don't ask me to do math, dude. We can just
Sorry.
check the court record. We can cheat.
Okay. But, either way, she's in her...
Because I'm like, is it only one... He loses his badge for 7 years, right?
Yes.
Not...
But then what? But when he gets his badge...
Has it only been a year since that?
It's been a year since Apollo Justice. So that might be 2 years.
No, but Dual Destinies was... Has it been that... Hold on.
28.
28. So it's been 10 years
Okay.
since Trials and Tribs. I
Yeah.
thought so. I was like, there's got to be more time between Apollo Justice and now.
So she's 28. But she still acts like a 17-year-old, and I love it.
Yeah, that's why Maya is, like...
The best?
My 100... Like, my spirit animal in that way. Like, Athena's my wife, but Maya's so damn relatable. I am also 28 and act like I'm 17. Let the trial of my fate begin.
The defense is ready, Your Majesty.
Hey, Nayuta, what's good? Quiet!
Can't you see Prosecutor Satmahi is absorbed in a silent prayer?
Great, the trial's barely started and the judge is already mad at me.
He's very devout for a prosecutor.
I like the incense.
Yeah, it's nice.
Why is the accused standing over there?
Oh, well...
Your Majesty, in addition to being the accused, she's also my assistant.
The accused is your assistant, you say? Very well, then. A criminal does indeed make a fitting partner to a lawyer with a defiled soul.
Hey, I won the last case.
That wasn't very nice.
Yeah, well, bad-mouthing lawyers seems to be accustomed to sorts here in Karain.
I must say, I'm surprised to see you still here in Crane, Mr. Wright. And even more so to find you in the Hall of Justice once more.
But I was right last time.
I cannot fathom why you would willingly risk your life in yet another trial.
Because I was right in the last one.
Because
Did I mention I was right in the last one? My name's Phoenix Wright. Guess what that means? I'm always right, you fuck.
Wow.
The answer is simple. I'm fucking Phoenix Wright. Eat my dick. Your Majesty, I am a lawyer. And that's what lawyers do.
Yep.
Although, to be frank, I'd rather be anywhere but here right now. Because I'd rather have you sucking on my dick! Such foolishness.
Prosecutor Satmahi, are you ready to begin now?
Yes, Your Majesty. The prosecution is ready. Let us begin without further delay. But first, I promise you both this. I will cast your wicked souls into the fires of hell. Thus shall the soul of the victim attain salvation.
Splendid! I would expect nothing less of you, Prosecutor Satmahi.
I love your hair, Prosecutor Sadmahi.
How you get that ribbon to float like that? I think I'll pass on the whole fire and brimstone deal. But I'm not surprised by your words or stance, considering what Apollo's told me about you. So it is you who instilled that putrid lawyerly guild within him.
Yeah.
What?
I taught him.
He won! Except the fact that you fucking lost because you were wrong.
They're all sore losers here.
Putrid what?
What did you call my son?
He too must soon face the fires, lest his soul be lost to redemption. I shall send you on ahead, so that he will not be lonely when he arrives. Sorry, but I'm afraid it won't be that easy. People say I never know when to give up, which is true.
I don't.
Nervous, Maya?
A little.
Feels like it's been ages since we stood side by side like this in court.
I know! Too bad I'm the defendant, but, you know.
Don't worry, you've been the defendant before.
Yeah.
We haven't lost a case together yet.
You're right. Let's give this everything we've got, Nick.
Now then, Prosecutor Satmari, would you please explain the case at hand?
Of course, Your Majesty. Let us begin the last rites of the victim. Maya Fey has been charged with the crime of murder. The victim of her heinous crime was High Priest Trust in Me. He was conducting the purification rite when he was brutally slain.
Phoenix is like, his name was Trust? I thought it was Thrust!
And the cause of death?
Let us review the victim's autopsy report and the crime scene photo, shall we? Oof. The cause of death was blood loss from a stab wound delivered to the abdomen. The murder weapon was likely the warbad dagger, which was used in the rite. However, the weapon has yet to be found, though the scene was thoroughly searched.
A sacred relic used as a tool of murder. The Holy Mother's wrath shall be most severe.
The murder itself took place at the height of the purification rite. The accused had donned Lady Kira's sacred robes. Had donned Lady Kira's sacred robes. And the victim was there to offer prayers as a high priest of Kiranism. During the rite, the victim and the accused were the only two at the inner sanctum. Therefore, the only person who could have slain the victim is Maya Fey. Bullshit.
So, isn't there like a prison that's like up on
Above?
top of the No. There's definitely only Maya.
I must say that does cast a great deal of suspicion upon the accused.
Indeed. Now then, allow me to submit this diagram of the crime scene as evidence in this case.
Thanks.
In Kiranism, slaying a priest is a sin most grave and dreadful. As such, Maya Fey's soul shall be plunged into the lowest level of hell, the hell of tickling?
Hey, have you ever been tickled like nonstop?
Yes, I
Like,
hate it.
to the point
it's
where
torture.
Yeah, exactly. That's hell.
She should be tickled without end for 500 million years.
That's actually hell.
That is a terrible fate indeed. Would the defense care to respond?
Near, I thought the lowest level of hell was the hell of back pain.
Okay, that's also a level of hell, though. I don't remember killing anyone, and I don't have that dagger or anything like it.
As my client stated, she has no memory of the event as described by the prosecution. But more importantly, she has no motive to kill the high priest in the first place.
Objection.
I just love killing.
I thought you might say that. Nevertheless, the meaningless prattle of lawyers is utterly ineffectual here in the Hall of Justice. For all will be made clear by her benevolence, Rafa Padma Kiranist's insight. Rafa Padma's Kirane's insights.
Wait, her last name is Kurain?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
Is this like a Planet Vegeta situation where it's
Maybe.
like the planet, my son, or me? Like, everybody's just named Kurain?
So it is and so it shall be. The divination seance reveals the truth for all to see.
Here we fucking go again with this fucking hoity-toity, hocus-pocus bullshit. She's just dancing around the room. It don't mean shit.
Bailiff, please show in the royal priestess.
Somebody stab her in the eye.
Nope, 2 eyes? Okay. Wasn't her thing kind of actually helpful, though? Last
Well,
time?
I mean, we were able to cross-examine it and pull holes in it.
Yeah.
Because so it acts functionally in the game
Yes.
as like a testimony.
Yes.
But could you imagine if you were in Phoenix's shoes and they're like, we have to cross-examine this fucking dance?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah. But have you considered...
Sorry, I'm a little bit on the tipsy side and I'm very hostile towards religion lately.
Getting super sassy.
I feel super sassy. I respect anybody's beliefs. Like, you know, you do you, whatever gives you happiness, but I do find religion to be a detriment to society. Anyway. Rest assured, good people of Kurain, I will defeat this murderer and her a better. They shall not escape their freedom expressed today.
Oh, see? Look, she did it. She said the thing. I want to hit you.
I know.
What a joy it is to have the royal priestess back in the Hall of Justice. May the Holy Mother grant us a divine favor.
Nope, sorry.
Oh, Dehora Kurain. That was probably right.
I'm bumping into everything, I'm sorry. She sure looks pleased with herself. Especially for someone who didn't know what a Freedom Express was until yesterday. Bitch.
Just want to call her out right here in the middle of court.
Is there something stuck to my face, barbed head? Yeah, that ridiculous face of yours is stuck to your face.
Now then, your benevolence. The divination seance, if you please.
Very well. Nana.
Nana?
My robe.
Damn. She's efficient, if anything.
God, you're dumb.
Oh, Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name.
Your voice is way too old for your character.
Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped.
A little bit.
Dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Bitch, you supposed to be like 14.
I think she's 15?
14, 15, same diff.
Yeah. Also, that ribbon would piss me off. Because you know it would get tangled. It's like behind her all the time, but you know it would get tangled up in your legs.
Oh, for sure. And it's like magically elongating too. Because like just a second ago, it was definitely shorter than what her fucking arms are doing right
You know,
now.
I kind of want to know what the scene would look like if you could unlock the camera. So that whenever it switched angles, like if you could just have like a free camera to like look and see. Like when it zoomed in, a lot of times these models, they'll like do weird things where the camera's not looking so that it works. I kind of want to know what this scene looks like.
Also, bitch, you think your dancing is so good? I bet your ass if you went into a ballet class, they would have read you like a book.
Yeah, it's true.
Hell, I could read you like a book, but I ain't gonna. Because you know what? I'm better than that.
I super want to see what this scene looks like. If somebody's done like a weird... Oh shit, what the fuck is that one show called? On YouTube where they like with behind the scenes in games. Shit. I'm blanking out. God damn it. Like, my brain keeps thinking region locked, but that's not, that's a subset of Did You Know Gaming. That's not what I'm thinking about at all. I do really like this mechanic, though. This is kind of neat. That's kind of horrifying, actually.
He wasn't looking at her. He didn't see her.
Yeah, he wasn't looking.
The victim's metama has spoken. Oh, sorry, there's something stuck in my throat. This is ginger ale. The divination seance is complete.
Great, another clearly incriminating seance vision. It could not be any clearer, oh foul defense.
It could.
It could. It could be a lot
It
clearer.
could be super clear.
The accused donned the sacred robes of Lady Kira and then attacked the victim.
Yes, definitely. We definitely saw her putting them on. Yep.
Oh, how very terrible it must have been. The figure of Lady Kira lit against the dim lantern light, the scent of incense growing ever more potent as she drew near.
The incense smell amazing.
One can almost sense the horror Aberdeen must have felt.
It was pretty terrifying, actually.
I love the smell of incense.
But when it's too strong, it's like overwhelming your senses.
If it's really strong, I just assume somebody's trying to cover up weed smoke.
I just think, like, if you just, like, stuck your face in it. You remember, like...
Well, we've
that...
sense a lot. So.
Okay.
The fact as presented by her benevolence are indisputable.
But that wasn't me! Do something, Nick.
I'm working on it. That couldn't have been any clearer. It's like I'm in for another uphill battle.
It could have been way clearer.
The accused committed this vile act during our ancient tradition, the purification rite. Come to think of it, the rites guide explains the multi-part purification rite in detail. The transformation rite.
Wait, I don't remember this. Nice.
I do. What's his name gave it to us right before. We didn't get a chance to look at it, but
Oh, right.
he gave it to us right before the
That was at the
event.
very end of the...
where we passed out from back pain.
Yeah. Cool.
The high priest reads scripture, while a priestess dons the robes of Lady Kira. The rite of water, Lady Kira enters the spring, and the high priest purifies her along with her dagger. The rite of fire,
The priest sets her on fire.
the priestess circles the sacred flames to purify her soul. Indeed. It would seem that the murder occurred during the transformation rite. The rite dictates that the high priest stand in front of the spring. Therefore, the accused must have attacked him from the direction of the broken lantern. Well, Barbed Head, would you care to object?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Of course, because I know my client is innocent. So you say. You truly do not know when you are beaten, do you?
No.
Can we just fucking... I want to club her. And just drag her out of this courtroom by her hair.
Oof. Yeah, she's got handles and everything.
Exactly. Like, you don't understand. I feel extremely vicious towards this little girl. I've never felt so vicious towards a little girl in my life.
I mean, I can't really blame you.
I managed to pull this off last time with Albie. You just have to do it again.
You intend to find fault with her benevolence's insights yet again?
I did it last time and I was right, wasn't I, Judge?
But you can't be right twice in a row, that's impossible.
Did you forget the name? Did you forget the name? Phoenix Wright.
I don't know what that means.
What exactly is a pelican?
Pelican? A pelican? Someone who's a real piece of work, so to speak.
They can say whatever the fuck they want. I don't give a shit. I'm Phoenix Wright. Look how amazing and handsome I am. I've got an amazing daughter who loves me. I got a cute little almost son type thing with Apollo going on, and a daughter type thing with Athena as well, but only one actual daughter who I've adopted. I've got a wonderful husband named Edgeworth and a beautiful girlfriend named Maya. Fuck up! I know who I is.
I'm a handsome boy.
I'm a handsome boy with a lot of things going for me. So, Barbed Head, are you foolish enough to risk your life for a so-called truth?
Yes!
Because my insights are the truth. To deny them is to willingly dig your own grave.
Okay.
Okay. Your nostrils is uneven. I saw that shit.
Yeah, I can see it from here.
The victim commenced the purification rite by bowing to the lanterns and reading the sutra. As the first part, the transformation rite ended, he lowered the sutra. Suddenly, he heard the accused approaching footsteps and smelled her incense-laden robes. It was then that the victim felt an intense pain. I believe this is when he was stabbed.
Okay.
How do you know
cool,
he just
cool,
didn't
cool,
really have
cool.
to poop?
That's true too.
You ever really have to poop all of a sudden? That's some intense pain.
Yeah. True, true.
As his lifeblood spilled over, his vision dimmed, till finally he passed from our world. That is everything the victim experienced in his final moments.
Okay, but also...
That's just what you inferring from, like, that little bit of, like, video footage we saw.
Yeah.
How do we know that you didn't just put a camera up, recorded this whole thing, and, like, this is what we recorded, so this is obviously the evidence. Look, I did a dance, and now this is evidence.
That would be super fucked. Because it's like, in Phoenix Wright, we've already established, like, the spiritual shit is real and whatever.
In this world, yeah.
In this world or whatever. But it'd be real fucked if even if that was the case, it was like Crane is real corrupt. And none of it's real. And there really was just like a hidden camera somewhere. That'd be super fucked.
It's just like, look at this thing. It fits our narrative, so we'll show it. And we'll make the priestess lady do a dance so it looks like she did magic.
That'd be so fucked.
But,
I'm wondering about the they went out of their way to point out the wind in the very beginning of that. So I'm wondering if that has something to do with the flames of the lanterns or something. We'll see.
I don't know, man. Dressed in the sacred robes of Lady Kira, the accused rushed to the victim head-on. The brutal stabbing she perpetrated could not have been any clearer. Yes, it was plain for all to see.
No, it wasn't me! What the hell? A sudden drowsiness came over me during the transformation rite. I didn't even get a chance to put on Lady Kira's robes.
I want to throw a rock at your face. You waste our time with such meaningless statements, accused. You cannot explain away the truths revealed by the royal priestess's divine insight.
Yeah, but she didn't incite me putting robes on. How did you end up finding contradictions last time?
She's so cute. Maya, it'll be okay. The deceased's final memories include all 5 senses.
Oh yeah, you mean the words that appeared in the Pool of Souls? It looked to me like the bigger the word, the stronger the sensation was to the victim.
Listen. All they did was ran that footage they got through Windows Movie Maker and put a little
Windows Movie Maker.
put a little bit of text over it. I know this shit. I made AMVs as a kid. That's exactly what this shit is.
Oh shit. I forgot all about Windows Movie Maker. Yeah, that's how it looked to me too.
The sensations themselves are never wrong, only their interpretations. That's why I tried to point out mistakes in Rafa's insights the last time.
So there could be contradictions between what Abbott in me felt and her insights, huh?
You got it. And I'm gonna find them this time, too. Should I check how to point out contradictions in Rafa's insights?
Wait a minute. This isn't the tutorial case anymore. We've already done this. Have they ever done this in a game before? Where like, they introduce a mechanic to you and you do a tutorial and then like in the next case they're like, you want another tutorial just in case? Like, what is this?
We know this is real confusing. I wish they'd have done this with Athena's shit. Cause her shit's real confusing.
But that's not. Well, I've played through it twice now. So like, we're okay. We're okay.
I mean, we got through it, but...
Yeah. I mean, I know how to use Athena's thing perfectly, but that's because I've played through it exactly one more time than you have.
Yes. For a first time, it's like, this shit makes very little sense.
I don't remember my first playthrough. It was like many years ago.
Well, I'm over-exaggerating a little bit. For the most part, it makes sense, but there's certain ones... In every case. Like, every case that you have to use Athena's thing, it makes sense for the most part, but then there's always one that's, like, tricky, but not tricky in a sense that, like, it's just difficult to figure out. It's tricky because it's, like, Phoenix Wright has this weird logic loop where it wants you to do this thing, to point out this thing, to point out this thing, and it's convoluted.
And we have a tendency to be like, we're too like empathetic for our own good, where we're like, well, they could be feeling this way for this reason. We can explain any emotion for anything, even if it's contradictory. We're just like, no, I could see it.
I could see that. I understand.
Oh,
No,
man.
see, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
My Athena's
yeah.
thing is a little wonky sometimes. Also, your black buttons is bothering me, Phoenix.
It's always bothered me. They weren't all, I don't think they were always like that, but they were at least in the past couple of games, and it was bugging me.
They're bothering me.
I really hate them.
They're bothering, especially because the buttons on your vest are blue.
Yeah.
If the buttons on your vest were black, maybe at least I could give it like sort of a pass.
Also, the buttons on your vest are 2D, and the buttons on your jacket are 3D, and it's weird.
Yeah. Anyway.
But anyways, yeah, as a tailor, his black buttons have bothered me for the past several games.
Still, the sensations this time seem to fluctuate more than the ones from Albie's trial. In which case, I'd better keep an eye on changes in their intensity too. Okay, time to point out the sensations that contradict the insight.
Let's go. So, we've got bowing to the lanterns and reading a sutra. Got it. Cool. And then he's reading. Cool.
Wind.
Oh, the footsteps don't get louder. The incense gets more intense, but the footsteps don't. That's weird.
Wait.
Oh, I think... crap.
These little diamonds at the bottom.
Yes,
Can you-
these ones.
Okay, yeah.
The first part with the transformation... Hold on, I'm going back to this. lowered the suture.
Well, he needs to bring it up first.
Yeah.
Okay, bring it up.
And then he lowers it.
He heard the accused approaching footsteps and smelled her instantly in robes. Well, no, first he heard wind.
Yes.
The victim fell in intense pain and believed this is when he was stabbed. His life spilled over, his vision dimmed until finally he passed.
Okay, yeah, that was just bullshit. I think it's probably this one. Yes.
He heard the accused approaching footsteps and smelled her incense-laden robes. But do you think it's that he heard something before?
Possibly, because that seems like a very Phoenix thing to start with. Like,
Or could it be that... I think it's either this, or the fact that it says he heard the footsteps approaching, but like you said, the smell of incense was more intense than the sound of footsteps.
yeah.
So it's not like the footsteps were getting closer.
Yeah,
more intense.
they weren't. Yeah, it was weird.
So I think it's either the wind or that.
Okay,
essentially.
that's a good start.
Yeah.
Grego, howdy!
Which they might want us to start with wind just because it's the first thing.
We'll check it.
Yeah.
Sound.
It is sound.
Woo! No. Oh god, please. Oh god, please. Help. Help. Help.
Objection!
Please possibly be right?
Your benevolence. Isn't the statement inconsistent with the vision?
Apparently it's not.
Inconsistent, I think not. Exactly. That's where the inconsistency lies.
Get it? Good. Well, alright. Let's try your one.
Well, I think both of them could have been right.
Yes, but also I'm still trying to figure this whole inside thing out. And the words change size. Okay, I get it. It's probably the footsteps. You should look out for the changes. Yep. Oof. Laying it on real thick this time. I feel like the game is chastising me.
Wow, game. Okay. Heard their footsteps approaching. It was on the right
it was.
one.
Oh, whoops!
Approaching footsteps fell her instantly in robes.
So, should it be
And-
right before when, like, the
I would
footsteps
say-
is really small still?
Yeah, I would say about here, or maybe slightly before the pain, where footsteps stays the same size, but incense gets stronger.
Sound. Phoenix Wright is so good. Alright, let's try. It's still on the screen, and it's...
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
God.
That was me. I tried to see if I could help, but I fucked it up.
God. I don't know why it's just with this one. There it is.
Objection!
We did it! The victim supposedly heard the accused approaching's footsteps. But did he really? What nonsense is this? Isn't not abundantly clear.
Nope. It's not. Hey, Glacian.
Strange. Explain yourself, barbed head. The footsteps are strange because they don't get louder.
Yeah. Weird, right?
They're not getting any louder.
And why exactly does that matter?
Please focus your attention on the incense the victim smelled. The scent grows stronger as the accused approaches. If the accused really had approached the victim, the sound of her footsteps would have grown louder as the scent of the incense grew stronger.
Turn that fan on.
Oh, well, that makes perfect sense. How can this be explained, your benevolence?
Well, there must be a reason.
Oh shit, she's all insecure because of the last trial. Hell yeah.
It is as they say, even a putrid worm of lawyer will turn.
What?
What does that even mean?
He's not exactly singing your praises, that's for sure.
Still, we cannot discount this information solely on account of its lawyerly source.
What? It's
Yeah.
your source.
Benevolence. Perhaps you must listen more carefully to the abbot's matama. Listen more carefully? What is he talking about? Yes, it would appear so. I shall try to refine the sensation.
That sounds like cheating.
Refine the sensation? I can more accurately gauge sensations by deepening my communication with the matama. I didn't know you could do that. Why have we never done this before?
Why wouldn't you just do that from the get-go? Whatever.
By refining a sensation, a clearer picture of the truth can be discovered.
That was good. Bells?
Footsteps changed into bells. What does that mean?
Oh. They're his bells. He has bells.
The only bells at the scene of the crime were...
Oh, the jingling must have come from Abbot Imby's bells. From his little feet.
You mean those big things he had on his ankles?
Yeah, they go jingle.
Those big bell-shaped things?
Yeah, they go jingle.
That look like
jingle,
bells?
Jangle. They go jingling and jangling.
And there you have it. The sound of the bells was from the high priest's own footsteps. Then that means... the footsteps belonged to the victim himself. It means it was the victim who was moving, not the accused.
Whoa.
The victim was the one who went running towards the broken lantern from the spring. A far cry from what her benevolence's insight would have had us believe.
That kind of really does change things.
If Maya were a D&D character, she definitely upgraded her wisdom stat.
But not her intelligence stat.
Oh, actually, hold on. I want to Google something real fast because I was fucking trying to remember something the other day. And I couldn't remember it and I forgot to Google it, but now I have to Google it now because my drunk brain says I have to.
Is that Ace Attorney?
No.
Oh, for D&D stuff?
But why would the victim have approached the accused?
I mean... I can think of a reason.
And right up to his charisma.
Oh yeah, but like, he's like proficient in fucking charisma now. That shit's happening. What are you looking at?
Okay,
That's incredible. What is that, a 90s sitcom character alignment?
I guess. Well, I was just trying to remember because I knew that there were 9 different alignments.
Yes.
But I could not remember. I remembered that there were. The alignments were good, neutral, and evil, and that it was either lawful or chaotic, but I couldn't remember the middle one. And the middle one just seems to be
Neutral.
true.
Or true. Yeah.
So you can have neutral twice, I guess.
Yeah, true neutral.
True neutral. Because I was trying to figure out what
Which
I was.
Jeremy is definitely. Jeremy's 100% true neutral.
Nims is definitely chaotic neutral.
Yeah, I always feel like I'm more of like a true neutral to a chaotic good, I guess.
Nims is chaotic neutral. for
I
sure.
want to be fucking evil, but I'm just not. I am in D&D sometimes.
Nims told me I was probably a lawful neutral.
She's okay with breaking
Yeah, I could see that.
Cat, I'm a tree. Yeah, I'm true neutral.
I would say that or either neutral good. Maybe.
Yeah, you know what? I could see that. You're definitely neutral good.
I would say neutral good or lawful neutral. Both are pretty accurate. I would like to be more evil, but I just can't be.
Well, I only like to be evil in fiction, I guess, because being evil in fiction is fun. Yeah.
That's why Nims is definitely a chaotic neutral. Because he's not evil, but he's for sure chaotic.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm somewhere in the L shape of like chaotic good, chaotic neutral, or true neutral. Don't really know.
Yeah.
I flitter about.
I don't think I'm in a chaotic sense at all. I'm either lawful neutral or neutral good.
Yeah.
Maybe he was trying to defend himself.
Please explain.
He could have felt threatened by Lady Kira standing there with a dagger. If so, he might have thought to overpower her before she attacked.
But that's a part of the right, though. You should...
Still your voices. This is nothing but a theory, and a poor one at that.
Yeah, I know I can argue with Phoenix.
Be not led astray by this lawyer's obvious postulation.
Objection.
While his insolence is inexcusable, I would ask that you calm yourself, your benevolence. Is there something you would care to say, Prosecutor Sadmahi? Even if it was Abbot Immi who moved, it does not negate the accused's crime. What do you mean? The accused was likely waiting for the high priest to approach. And as he neared, she plunged the dagger into him. It's as simple as that.
No, it's not.
It does change a lot, but I guess I'm just going with the flow of this conversation.
Yeah, that's Phoenix.
Yes, it is as the prosecutor has said. In fact, it is as I meant to say all along as well.
Oh, girl. You definitely getting a bit sloppy from the last trial.
Understand now, lawyer. That contradiction you conjured up has come to naught.
I mean, we knocked her down a peg, and now she's, like, got some kind of complex about it.
Once I hone my insights, it will vanish like the dying rays of the sun. I hate that smug smirk of yours. Oh my god! The fact that it was Abbot Minmi who moved changes nothing. Come on, Phoenix, you gotta keep it cool. She's an underage girl, so you can't strangle her.
You can't strangle her even if she's of age.
I don't know. People are more strict on when you commit violence against minors.
Yeah.
So, like, both are illegal, but I probably get more jail time for committing violence against a minor versus someone my own age.
That's true. True.
That one sensation changed after Priestess Rafa refined her vision. It stands to reason that something else might have changed, too, because of the refinement.
That's true.
I should focus on any sensations that have changed, while searching for more contradictions between them and her insights.
So let's see what's different.
Okay, so he's now reading the sutra. Go ahead and change to the next one after he raises up.
Wait. Water.
Water.
Okay, well, that was easy. Let's go back to the part where it's like water. What's this?
I mean, I'm sure it's his footsteps in the water.
But he's not in the fountain.
That's right, he's not backing up. Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
He's supposed to be running forward.
Exactly, he's supposed... You're right. That is weird. So go back to the...
Interesting.
He rushed the accused and then tried to fight her off by the broken lantern.
Yeah, that can't be by the broken lantern. The
If he
broken
heard
lantern
water.
isn't anywhere near the water.
Yeah.
This thing has like a sweet spot. There it is.
That's what I was about to say, it's like lower left.
Yeah.
Hold it! How do we know the purification rite was performed exactly as it was supposed to be?
What if Abbott and me just sucked at his job?
That's easy. The customs governing the rite are very clear, and Abbott and me would have adhered to them. Well, that's strange.
Mr. Wright, would you care to explain just what is so strange?
Your dick!
Oh, well, I was going to have it checked out.
I would ask you to consider the sound of the victim's footsteps.
I like that you kind of said that like an officer. Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to step out of the vehicle.
The sound of the bells changes to the sound of water at one point. What's this?
You didn't notice? It was very obvious.
It's simple. The victim must have stepped in some water. Oh. Yes. And the only source of water in the inner sanctum is the spring. And therein lies the contradiction. What contradiction?
Girl, please.
I believe the rite started out just as it should have. The victim stood with his back to the spring, and the accused stood right in front of him. But we know now that the victim then moved into the spring.
Oh, Margota, that is absurd.
This means the accused location differs from what her benevolence's insights indicates.
Oof.
Well, then, where do you propose the accused stood once she donned Lady Kira's robes?
Well,
If he was rushing towards her, then their places were flip-flopping. And she was standing in the spring.
yes. That would indicate that maybe they were on a different part of the ritual and they didn't realize it or something. I don't know, because they do. She is supposed to step into the spring at some point, but it's like the next step in the ritual, not this one.
I believe Maya was standing here in the spring. It would have been in the spring close to the statue. Until this moment, we've all just assumed that Abbott, Emmy, and Miss Faye were standing where they were supposed to be, as shown in the rite's guide. In short, the victim should have been standing with his back to the spring and the accused in front. However, if that's how they were really standing, he couldn't have stepped into the spring as he approached her. The problem is the victim did step into the spring.
Also died there, I mean, just saying.
This can only mean that Miss Faye had actually been standing in the water.
What if this is true? Well, their positions would be completely reversed. What is going on here, Miss Faye? Were you really standing in the spring?
I'm sorry, but I barely remember anything about the rite. What on earth is what is happening?
Be that as it may, this does not overturn my insights. It doesn't? Let us say the accused was standing in the spring. So what?
So what?
So what? This completely reverses their positions, is what? Their positions differ from what is customary. It's rather curious. However, what does that change? It certainly does not erase the accused's brutal crime. I guess you have a point there.
For now.
You lawyers are an absurd breed. Never thinking ahead, you cling to the first insignificant contradiction you can muster.
I've got a very impressive track record. Sounds like Princess Rafa has a pretty good grasp on what lawyers are all about.
It doesn't! Where would I be without your brutally frank commentary right now?
Oh, I don't know. You'd probably still be here.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more competent, but... I mean, I'm not taking you down that much.
Yeah.
Is this contradiction really meaningless? But something really doesn't feel right. Did I take a wrong turn somewhere? I will now amend my insight to account for this new truth.
I feel like this changes the thing with the wind, and maybe that comes into play now.
Yeah.
Because what?
Now the contradiction is no more. But the truth of the matter still stands, no matter how stubbornly you deny it.
What do you have to say for yourself now, Mr. Wright?
Nick! Your Majesty, this lawyer may have raised a trivial objection. But her benevolence's insights have no further inadequacies of any kind.
Yes, so it would seem.
Wait a second, but there is another contradiction. Still you flounder about, wretched beast. Though you rack that putrid brain of yours, nothing worthwhile will come of it. Malaya, please tell me you might remember something that might help us out here.
Sorry. I really don't remember a thing. But now that the place I was standing in has changed, who knows? That alone may cause a new discrepancy with Princess Rafa's insights.
That's right. We know now that Maya was standing in the spring. A major change like that could very well produce a contradiction. I should take another look at the inner sanctum diagram in the court record and confirm where Maya and Albert Emmy were standing. And then focusing on finding any discrepancies between their positions and the insides. Go to the court record if you can.
Yeah, let's look at it. Hey, Gotcha, what's up? You'd like to have a thing. Gosh, we have so many things. There we go. So, if he was standing here...
He goes after Maya in the spring. He hears wind. How does he not hear the broken lantern? Is that something that maybe could have changed?
Well, he the broken lantern was still lit. It just didn't have a wind guard on it.
But it was broken during the rite.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
Right. But there was still a thing on it, like a candle in it.
There's
or
still a
whatever.
candle in it, but you would have heard the glass break.
No, I think they said it had been broken a long time ago.
No, I thought they said that it had been broken during the rite because Rafa was like, "What's wrong with this thing? Did you break this, Phoenix?"
Hang on. I thought they said that it had been broken a long time ago.
No,
Shit.
I'm pretty sure that when we examined it, Rafa was like, "Phoenix, did you break this?" So it hasn't been broken for that long. I don't know if that needs to
Maybe.
necessarily be what we go for next, but that is something to consider, I think. Alright.
See, the thing that's confusing me is that you would think the sound that he heard would be on the side that the broken lantern was on.
Go to
But it's
the
not.
book. Details. Ceremony ends. Go to the next. Can you?
Yeah.
Okay. Purification rite is a three-part ceremony held when the moon is directly over the summit of Mount Ponipuni. It begins with the transformation rite. The high priest reads scripture, while a priestess dumps the robes of Lady Kira, which have been purified with incense. Next, the rite of water, which the priestess enters the spring, dressed as Lady Kira, and the high priest purifies both Lady Kira and her dagger. Ceremony ends with the rite of fire, which the priestess circles the sacred flames, purify her soul. The two then devote themselves to prayer until the rite comes to a close 2 days later at noontime. So basically, the whole thing's a fancy way for Lady Kira to take a bath once a year.
Phoenix. What?
Well, now we know, back up for a second, that the murder probably more likely happened before the rite of fire,
Right.
during or right after the rite of water.
Right. We don't have any way of doing that yet, but I think you're right. Right now they're still like, it definitely happened during the transformation, right? And I'm like, alright, but I mean, evidence suggests otherwise, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so actually these are the two lanterns towards the back, towards
Yeah.
on the, like the mountain.
Do me a favor. I
Mhm.
saw something.
When?
I think it was around 3 or 4. Like 3 or 4. Pause here. It broke.
Oh, it did? That's what that was? I couldn't tell. It was so fuzzy.
Because the flame starts in the center and then it breaks and you can see it go outside of where the guard would be.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So that's... But that's weird.
See?
So it's on site, I guess?
I mean, I don't know if that's the very next contradiction, but that is a contradiction. The fact that the wind blew, it broke the glass, but that means their positioning is different too. Because the
Broken Lantern is where we thought he was standing initially.
Yeah.
Phoenix Wright, make up your mind!
But that's definitely the lantern breaking. I mean, IMHO.
They do specify here randomly that it's the Springside Lantern. Do you want to try it?
Sure. I mean, do you think it... Yeah.
We could save if you want.
Yeah, let's save.
Let's save! Because we're not sure. Let's try.
Objection!
Please be right. No.
Sure isn't. That was a keen pickup.
I think maybe it also wasn't directly over the flame.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't. Like, maybe
Reload the save file and give it another shot. Just so we don't lose an extra.
Okay.
Since we're just going to be trying the same thing, but at a slightly different angle.
Whoa, uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Stop that! Stop! What is happening? Please. No. I don't know why I did that. No, we did. Okay. I must have clicked out on something weird and wrong and bad. Anyways. Hi, how are you?
Maybe it was the wrong insight?
I don't know. Hang on. It could be.
So he looks at both, and if you look at both, they're clearly in the center. And he reads the sutra.
Hang on, let me look at something. Okay, so anything does sight. So, I think by, maybe I wasn't over the flame and the lantern at all, and it just read it as whatever.
Rest the accused and tried to fight her off by the Springside lantern.
Can I... Sound... I don't know. Shit, I keep forgetting that I don't know. Cause like I think you're right, but I don't.
What if he was... What if... What I'm going to assume right now, maybe, is that he was actually stabbed from behind. That he was facing the way we originally thought he was. And when he went to run towards Lady Kira, he was stabbed in the back.
Maybe? That's an interesting idea.
Because the killer could have
Well,
matched.
we know he was stabbed in the abdomen, though. Unless he was ran through.
That's what I meant. I
Yeah.
think maybe he was ran through. Because there's no way that lantern would be... I feel like that lantern is a very obvious signal that it broke. maybe I'm skipping ahead and not thinking of what the next step is, but I just feel like that detail is
yeah.
obvious.
Yeah.
There's the coroner's report specified from where he was stabbed.
Yeah. I think so.
Abdominal wound delivered by a bladed weapon.
Yep.
Okay, go to the second page.
Oh yeah, we did talk about that. Maybe this is weird, but like maybe the wind itself needs to be.
I mean, maybe
selected?
the wind,
And
it could
then-
be the wind because the wind breaks the glass.
Or like he looks up at the sound of it,
Mm-hmm.
cause like maybe it needs to be refined or whatever. I don't know.
For sure.
Gotta do something. Something's gotta give, dude. Nope. Alright, I'll stop being stuck on the damn lantern. Let me look at the... Fuck, dude. And the worst part is that I know you're right about the fucking lantern thing. I just can't do anything about it yet. So what else is weird? Anything else is weird?
Go back to the court record for me. Go back. Let me look at the book again.
Take a look, it's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Did you try clicking sight directly on the lantern instead of the flame? I don't remember.
No, and we weren't exactly on the flame either. The first time we...
So did I just fuck up? Hang on. Let's fucking end this once and for all and just like we're all focusing real hard on this. Everybody watch. Everybody pay attention. This will be on the test. Wait. Select lantern. Like here. Here's good, right?
No, over towards more the flame, I would say.
Here?
Yeah. Like on the flame, because you see the flame is going outside of the confines.
Does everybody agree this is a real cool spot? I think it's a cool spot. It's the lantern.
Grego thinks, I think, that you should be doing the entirety of the lantern versus the flame.
But this is still the lantern. Like, this is still a part of it.
I just think that we weren't close enough to the actual flame, because before...
I was probably, like, out
you
here
were right
somewhere,
here.
Or I don't know.
You were right here.
Oh, okay.
The pointer was right there at the top, so... I'm like, maybe it wasn't close enough to the flame.
Can you double check the insights? Wait, like, her statement? Because, like, I didn't see any other one that mentioned anything about the lanterns, like...
Well, no, not that I mentioned anything about the lanterns, but did any of the other insights change during the testimony? Like, did they get bigger or smaller? Did they change words?
Oh, I can look. I don't think so.
Let's just watch it through one more time and we'll check.
Why not? Doop.
It's so hard with watching things through a million times.
Oh, the state. Okay, wait. You do mean the statement. Hang on. Look right here. glass, like on where the flame's at, right?
Yeah, right there.
Okay, so, cool. Alright. The statements. Says, by bowing to the lanterns, that's before this.
Yeah, you're at
He
the
definitely
beginning.
did that. And that worked. Spring side lantern. He got stabbed.
Statement.
He died. He got stabbed, he died. Yeah, I think it has to be this one. I don't see any other one that makes any sense. So, seems like it.
Objection!
Man! I was right the first time! Phoenix right? You just being picky.
That's not where your violet tips slander my insights.
Nope.
Take a good look at what the victim saw and you just might change your mind. Lantern flame behind the accused was flickering. There's nothing unusual about that, especially as the wind had stirred. No, that's where you're wrong.
You dummy.
If the accused had been standing in the spring, then what you see here should be one of the lanterns flanking the statue. I fail to see your point.
That's because you're stupid.
My point is, something is wrong here. The two lanterns flanking the statue were both outfitted with glass wind guards. So neither lantern's flames should have been flickering into the wind in the first place.
She seems pretty tickled, Nick.
I don't remember saying anything funny. I fail to see what you wish to prove here, but very well. I shall refine the vision and reveal the truth for all to see.
Now it's gonna refine and you're gonna hear the glass or some shit. And it's gonna be like, oh no, it's the one that's definitely broken. And you're like, that doesn't make any sense. And everybody's gonna think you're stupid because you keep flip-flopping on where people are standing.
Huh. The lantern doesn't have a wind guard on it. And rightly so. For the wind guard was removed to reveal the sacred flame within the rite of fire.
Oh, shit, never mind.
Therefore, there is nothing odd about the flame flickering.
Okay, well, you could have mentioned that earlier.
But when we searched the crime scene, those lanterns had their wind guards on. It is because the police put them back on.
This is bullshit.
The sacred flames have burned uninterrupted for hundreds of years, Defense. We could not risk them being extinguished, even during an investigation.
That's tampering. This is the most bullshit.
They would never fly back home.
It wouldn't.
Well, Barbed Head, are you done quibbling? If so, then it's time to bow down before this testimony of the Matama. Don't worry, Maya. I'm still just getting started.
You got me started.
Let's go everything we know so far. Maya was wearing Lady Kira's robes and standing in the spring.
Supposedly.
Most likely. The High Priest is thought to have been moving toward her. So I should look for sensations that stand in contradiction to this arrangement. I won't give up. I'm going to find a contradiction that will undermine the accusations against Maya.
At some point. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make funny. You're just like, yeah, I'm gonna definitely save her. I gotta do it.
Gotta do the save thing. I also gotta do the sleep thing because I have to get up at
Yeah, I know.
7 o'clock in the morning.
Yikes.
Yep.
It's gonna be a yikes for me. Your mom loves getting up early.
She does.
God damn. Like, I love your mom, but like,
It's also 2 a.m.
nobody needs to be getting up at 7 a.m. on a Sunday. Unless you go to church. I mean, it's fine.
It's also 2 a.m.
It is 2 a.m. Yeah, it is. It's true. You're right. But yeah, shit is different now because now, like, the vision has sharpened, so, like, we can see shit better this time.
We can see stuff better this time.
It's gonna be much more interesting.
Hold on, I'm watching through it one more time just to see if something else changes.
It's gonna be something site related.
Yeah.
We're already seeing some shit that doesn't quite look right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's already broken.
Cool.
Yep. That lantern's already broken.
You know, it's a lot less scary now that I know that he's running towards that
her.
figure. Because it looked to me like it was just, like, scooting towards you. Like without moving its feet.
Yeah.
Like old school horror game style. And I was just like, I'm not about this. It makes me real uncomfortable.
I'm about it.
I was a little spooked.
Little spook.
I was a little bit spooked.
Got a little bit of spook.
I had a tiny spook. Hey. Speaking of spooks, well, this has nothing to do with spooks. We have to go offline now.
Yeah. Or I do.
Boom, got him.
I do. I'm getting kind of tired.
Yep. You're a sleepy peep. And
I got up at a good time this morning too. I got up at like 8:30.
Why?
It just happened. I just woke up and I was awake.
No, thank you. Alright, listen. I'm not wrestling with Twitch app tonight.
Okay.
Whoa, it's Crimson Phoenix!
Yo!
What's up? Thanks for the bits, dude.
Thank you for the biddies.
Oh man, you just caught us right at the end. We're leaving now. I'm just gonna let auto host take over actually. But yeah, thanks guys for hanging out.
Thank you guys so much for hanging
We've
out.
missed you.
We've missed you so much.
I'm so excited
Kemi
to
will
be
see
back.
you tomorrow.
Yeah, speed runs all day tomorrow.
And then Monday we'll be back to our regular scheduled programming.
yeah, everything's back to Norman.
I love you.
Let's go to bed.
Let's go to bed.
Let's go to bed.
Sid needs to go to
Good
bed.
night.
Good night, guys.